Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the weekend edition. It's called the TAO Trifecta. We're still focusing on your ability to manifest, but we're looking at the energies for the week ahead. The energies of health, wealth, and happiness. Three pretty important energies, and we're going to see what the juice is like this week for each of those. You pick and choose which ones seem to fit, and at least be aware of all of them, because while there may not appear to be or feel like there's a connection right now, you get farther into the week, that may just happen. We, in fact, are just now starting a Venus retrograde. So things from the past, people from the past, ideas from the past, they're going to be popping up again. So just stay open to this week's TAO Trifecta. We begin on the left side. The bottom card is Imagine. Well, that is exactly the one thing that you need to manifest. You need to be able to imagine. And in society today, that is very difficult to do because we're so used to watching screens. We're so used to paying attention to what's outside of us, to being distracted, to not making the connection with ourselves. It's unpleasant. It's uncomfortable. It takes too much work. Don't want to do it. And yet that's the work that needs to be done. That's where your power comes from. You were born with the ability to manifest. It has been, to a certain extent, varying degrees, beaten out of you. Because if you can imagine, now you can manifest. Now you become impossible to control. Hence, the proliferation of external stimuli, mostly on screens, but it's all over the place. It's all meant to distract, which weakens your ability to imagine. So this week, be aware of your capacity to imagine. You need the pictures coming from your head, not from outside of you, but from inside of you. Those are the ones that you pay attention to. And the card right behind Imagine is the vice versa card. Imagine being in love. I mean being in love. We're looking at the Ten of Cups. Happiness, family, blessings, contentment. Being locked in emotionally. This is why you need to focus on your imagination. You bring up that Ten of Cups connection. You manifest that Ten of Cups connection. How do you do it? You love yourself first. Because if you don't have it, you can't give it. Period. So you're looking for that quote-unquote perfect match? Will you be that to yourself? It doesn't mean narcissism. Narcissism is self-hate. That's why narcissists have to destroy everything and everybody around them, because they're incapable of loving. They have a hole in their soul, and they can't fill it. We're not talking about that. We're talking about feeling that Ten of Cups energy within you. Love yourself. Respect yourself. Be kind to yourself. Don't make excuses, because that's not being kind to yourself. You dig deeply. You imagine your best you. That's something to focus on. Next card over is Blessed. It's health. We're dealing with wealth now. And remember, wealth does not mean money. Not necessarily. And in fact, if you talk to people who have a lot of money, they really don't enjoy it that much. They like to pretend they do, but they don't, because they're worried about people stealing it from them. Mike Tyson, the fighter, said the best time he's had in his life so far was when he spent 3 years in prison. He said he didn't have any money, but he had something much more important. It was peace. Nobody was after his money. Peace is very important. So that idea of feeling blessed Making that connection. Imagine feeling blessed. Let's tie the two cards together. Imagine feeling blessed. Pretty powerful stuff, huh? Card above it is the Ace of Swords. Swords are thoughts, ideas. The Ace says you have mental strength. You're thinking clearly, honestly. Expect a breakthrough. This is a week with Venus going retrograde. And it does like every year and a half, 2 years. And it's happening in Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. Leo, wherever it is in your chart, very much impacts your vision of yourself. So the idea so far in this reading is imagine being blessed, having this Ten of Cups love in your life. You need some inspiration. You're going to get it, but you got to put in the effort. You have to imagine being blessed. Final card all the way to the right. Health, wealth. How about happiness? All that glitters. We have been sold that things are the source of happiness. Just get a new car, get a new house, get a new job, get a new this. Happiness, like everything else, is an inside job. And again, it goes back to, interestingly, the first card. Imagine. Imagine being blessed. Now, for most people, being blessed is not a glittery kind of thing. It's not flashy. It's not showy. It's very quiet. But it's very powerful. And so basically this week, focusing on health, wealth, and happiness, from a manifesting point of view, you have some inside work to do. And I use that word work advisedly. Some effort. Spend some time thinking about imagining being blessed, feeling being blessed. There may come an opportunity where you have a flash of insight. Don't turn it away. Someone may say something, you may read something, you may hear something, but something, boom. It's going to change your thinking. And it's going to change your value system so that you're tuned into true happiness. The glittery stuff doesn't count. It's like if you got a cat, I think dogs do this too. And you have one of those laser pen type things and you turn it on and you move it around on the floor, the carpeting, the floor, whatever. The cat, the dog can't help but chase it. Can't help. There's nothing there. It's all a fig Newton of their imagination. Doesn't make any difference. They cannot help themselves. That's the way we are. Buy this, buy that, do this, think this, do what I tell you, bam, 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 you're going to be happy. A lot of unhappy people in the world right now. Have been for a long time. They just didn't have to face up to it. They're now, over the last 3 years, having to face up to the fact that they're very, very, very unfulfilled and unhappy. All that glitters is not gold. The card up above it is the Chariot. The Chariot is direction, it's self-control, it's willpower, it's focus. This week, as we are now dealing with the Venus retrograde energy, Venus are things that are quote-unquote valuable. Maybe it's time to reimagine that. Manifest something better. Feel that you are blessed. Feel that you're loved. Feel that real happiness is an inside job. You're not going to get it from the outside. It starts from the inside out. That's what manifesting is all about. That's why my goal with every reading is to inspire you. If I can inspire you, you're well on your way to manifesting. And that is my wish for you. So with that in mind, that wraps up today's TAO manifesting reading. Back again tomorrow because I do a brand new read every day, 365. Hope to see you then. If not, between now and the next time we get together and do tarot, peace and blessings.